Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. It's Monday, which means it's another Manic Monday plan with me where I take you through setting up my planner for the week. Instead of coffee, I have kombucha. It's mango flavored. My stomach's a little unhappy today, so I was like, you know what, this usually helps. So again, grab your beverage of choice. It doesn't necessarily have to be coffee. And I'll take you through kind of what we have set up for today. Oh, and it's in a wine glass. I should point that out. I don't know if you can see it very well. If you want to feel fancy, just put whatever beverage you're drinking in a wine glass and it's instantly a little bit more glam. That is my tip for you for today. Give it a try. So, tools we have for today. We have my pocket calendar, which is what I use for my social media planning. So I went ahead and filled out all our social media plans for the week. The coral color is Chelsea Brown Designs, and the chartreuse color is for Amplify Planner. Filled out everything I want to get done when it comes to social media / updated listings, new designs, etc. We have my tending list, which I've been doing mediocrely okay at. Ian and I went on a date night, so I got to check that off, and I'm almost done with everything I need to do for the Amplify Planner Q4 launch prep. There's just, I want to say literally 2 things I need to get done. Four things I need to get done. So that should get wrapped up pretty quick. I wasn't very good on my weekly action items or my daily action items. You know, it's always rough when it's the first week of the month and the first week of a new quarter. Like, both of those things, it's just a lot. So last week was just a hot mess express, and that's okay. And then, of course, we have my Amplify Planner, which is the planner I am currently using. I absolutely love it. It just fits everything that I need. I did go ahead and fill out my Kanban board, too. I wanted to show you this because I know it's kind of a newer tool. I don't know, I mean, it's kind of new to me, so it might be new to you on project management. But basically what you do is you write down all the projects you have, and I realized, I was like, this is just for the month, so I don't know what I'm going to do for the quarter, if I'm just going to like print out a new sticker and put it over the top, or what. I should have wrote these on sticky notes, but I actually wrote them down, so I don't know what's going to happen when the month's over, but it's fine. We'll deal with that later. And then I just kind of broke my project into different tasks that need to get done, and I did color code it in a way. And so what you do is, you know, once you have a task you're working on and it's in progress, you can move it to the in progress section. And then when it's done, you can put it to the done section. So it's just kind of a fun way to visually see how you're progressing through a specific project. So, you know, eventually all your to-dos are going to be over here, and you're going to be like, look at how awesome I am. I've done all the things. So it's just a fun visual way to project manage. Yeah. And I have a big one in my office, and I really need to update it, but I was like, you know what? This is more fun. I'm going to put it in my planner. So sometimes you have to try new things and, you know, do new things that just make it more fun, even if it's something you've done in the past. So this is kind of what it looks like so far. You know, we're only the second week into the new quarter, so still have plenty to do, but hey, I have 2 things done, so go me. Okay, so let's go ahead and just flip to our week. Boom. Nice empty week. Again, last week was just kind of a mess, and so I didn't even get my weekly layout filled out after I filmed the video. It happens, you guys, and I feel like it's important to share that even if, you know, your job is to be a planner person, sometimes life gets in the way. And so, you know, we had good intentions, and I still like this idea and I still want to follow through with it, but it just didn't happen. It was just a crazy week last week. So we're going to brush that off, and we're just going to jump in and start a new week, okay? New week, new planner spread. I do want to stick with the same idea of using it for my social media. So, whoops. I'm just going to go ahead and use my days of the week stickers and cover everything up just to add some fun pops of color. And this is we're going to continue with the Palm Springs because I have all the stickers made. And one thing I want to get better about is using the stickers I have made. I was cleaning out my office and I just found so many like Passion Planner large stickers, and I haven't used the large Passion Planner in probably like 3 or 4 years. I mean, when they came out with the medium size Passion Planner, that's when I switched. I mean, because we kind of had to, because we were forced to, but that's a whole other conversation. And so I was just like, oh, like what am I gonna do with all these old large stickers? And then I also have a bunch of like Passion Planner medium stickers, and I'm just like, well, I need to use the stickers that I make for myself. So if it gets a little redundant with the same theme, it's just because I'm trying to use what I've already made for myself instead of adding more stickers to my collection, because that is the tricky part about being a sticker shop owner, is your collection grows for your personal collection. It gets real big real quick. Okay, so I'm just gonna review last week's because I can't remember the spacing. I do think I'm gonna stick with this color Crayola Super Tip. I think it'll be a good accent with the green palm leaves. So that's my plan. I'm gonna stick with that, even though it's what I did last week. It's fine. Last week didn't count. I wanna say it was 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm good. Wow. Do I wanna use this pen? Just this very, very fine. It's fine. Where's my week? See, I didn't even do my budget. I'm horrible. Last week was just a mess. We're gonna take a drink of kombucha. Much better. It's okay. If having a messy week gives you anxiety, you're not alone. It gives me anxiety sometimes too. Like, it's just, sometimes things don't go according to plan. Oh, here we go. We'll use this. That's the pen I used. Yep, we're gonna use this pen to draw the lines. Okay, so here's kind of my grid layout for my weekly spread. I'm gonna go ahead and number everything and yeah, kind of go from there and just start filling things out. So let's see. So let's start with numbering. Okay, so I've gone through and filled out all of my to-do list items for the week. So much to do. And now I'm gonna go through and fill out the social media because I know that's something you guys would like to see filled out. Last week, like I said, was just a mess. I mean, we filmed a Manic Tuesday, so it just gives you an idea. It was just extra hectic. So now that I'm feeling a little bit more on top of things, I feel comfortable filling that out and kind of showing you what that I envision it to look like. I'm of course going to use my pocket calendar to help guide me as I fill everything out. Some things I won't be able to fill out. Sometimes I'm just like a spur of the moment type of poster, especially when it comes to Facebook group stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. I'm gonna use the left column for Chelsea Brown Designs and the right column for Amplify Planner. And I'm not gonna label them. I'm gonna know what's what because I know what's what. So sometimes you just don't have to label things, you can just do it. So that's what I'm going to do. I am gonna take a peek at last week to see kind of what I did. So I did Instagram and then, okay. So I'm just gonna label these really quick. Okay, so as you can see, I kind of put in the abbreviations for all of the groups and put little dots in for Instagram, and then I have YouTube. This section I don't know what I'm gonna use for yet, but it's there. It'll work. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and fill out what I want to post, at least for Instagram. Like I said, the groups are a little tricky, and I kind of feel like Facebook groups are weird now. Is that just me? Am I just reading into it? I just feel like they're not as engaging as they used to be for anything. Like, not necessarily just my post, but for like any post. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, the Planners Gone Wild group is like crickets now. I don't know. Let me know if you feel the same way, because that's kind of how I feel. Okay, so here's a little close-up for you on how that looks. I really like it. And then I can go through and check everything off as I get them, you know, scheduled and edited and all that. So I think this will be a nice little system. I was definitely a little fearful because I loved having the social media tracker on this page. But you know, that's the nice part about the weekly layout, is that it is so flexible that you can really make it whatever you need to make it into. So now for the final part, it's just filling out these top parts, and I'm gonna add a little bit of color because that's what I like to do. So for this next week reminder square, I do like to go through my monthly calendar and kind of see what needs to get done. For this section, I usually use it for like a weekly goals, but to be completely honest, I haven't been using it. I've just been writing it down. And I mean, half the part of, you know, checking things off a to-do list is writing them down because they're mentally in your head then. But I'm trying to decide if there's just a better use for this space. I'm not quite sure what yet. Maybe like good things that happened this week kind of thing, or like a best things, or some sort of memory keeping. I'm not quite sure. So I'm gonna leave it blank this week and see how I feel about it later. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna fill out my life balance activity, keep in mind, and my focus. Life balance activity, I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do this weekend, but you know, maybe go on a trail ride or do something fun like that. Keep in mind, I have a lot to do for Amplify Planner for these upcoming couple of weeks to get ready for 2022, so I just need to keep in mind that like it needs to get done and I need to start working on it, or it's going to be a hot mess express. So that is also going to kind of be my focus for this week too. Thankfully, Chelsea Brown Designs isn't too needy this week, so Amplify Planner can be the needy child for right now. Okay, so there is my weekly layout all filled out. Time to move to the daily layouts, and if you've been watching my Manic Mondays, you kind of know the drill. We're gonna stick again with the Palm Springs and just kind of go from there because I still have a bunch of Palm Springs stickers left. And I'm gonna start with this banana palm pattern and use these stickers to cover up the days of the week. And then the Freedom Box covers, and then I have washi strips to go along the bottom just to make it all nice and cohesive. Now the real question is, there we go. I've got my silhouette spatula. I get questions asked all the time about the supplies. Oh my gosh. I get questions all the time about the supplies I use in my Plan With Me videos. And I do have an Amazon storefront where I link, I mean, all the supplies I can at least that you can find on Amazon in my Amazon storefront, so you can see them all there. This is the silhouette spatula. It's in there. It is my ride or die. You know, I don't think I could plan without this spatula. It just makes placing stickers so much easier. And I think I'm going to do the washi strips last. It just is a little easier. Okay, so now that we have the weeks all stickered, we can go ahead and plan our Monday. So I'm just going to put my little pencil guard in there. I'm going to start with the weather, and then we'll go to the hourly timeline. So today it's supposed to be partly cloudy, high of 89, low of 62. Okay, so now for the hourly timeline. One thing I'm trying to get back into is a morning routine. So I'm trying to decide how I want to put that in my planner. I used to draw little boxes, and I did like those, but they could be a little labor intensive. But you know what? I do like them, so I'm gonna stick with that. And then if I feel like changing it, then I can. Okay, and that's really it for my hourly timeline. It's pretty boring. I usually don't have a lot to do, like schedule-wise, so that's kind of how it normally looks. I mean, I did a couple, let's see, last week, like, yep, not a lot going on. So that's okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill in today's priorities and my work tasks. One thing I like to do is just like brain dump on a piece of paper sometimes. Sometimes it's just easier to just like get it all out and write it down that way and then copy it in. Especially when Monday mornings are super crazy busy and, you know, everyone's asking you to do all sorts of different things. You're just like, ah! So writing it down helps me organize it. So I decided to go ahead and fill out my daily spreads for like the rest of the week, at least what I know. So filling in my morning routine, my social media, and any appointments that I have. I usually do that the day of, so I'm gonna try to just take the extra time today and put that all in so it's in there, and then in the mornings I'm not scrambling to fill out my planner, because as much as I love having a monthly, weekly, daily layout, it's absolutely amazing. It can be a lot sometimes, especially when you're in a hurry and you're just like, I just need to write things down as quickly as possible. So I think just taking the extra time and getting that out of the way will be really helpful further down the week. Okay, so everything is filled out, at least as much as it needs to be for the whole week. I feel really good about filling out these things. It's just going to make things a little bit easier in the morning when I'm filling out my planner. I do have a quick question though. I've been doing a lot of Amplify Planner videos, obviously, because it's the planner I use the most, but I do know that majority of my crowd is the Passion Planner Pash Fam community, and I totally get it. It's an amazing planner. I just needed more space, was really what it came down to. So I wanted to know, should I, for next week, step away from the Amplify Planner and do me using my Passion Planner for a week, or would you like to see the Passion Planner daily perhaps, and I use the Passion Planner daily for a week? I'm going to tell you, it's going to be very uncomfortable switching planners because I've gotten so used to this and having so much space, so it might be a little difficult to stray from something I'm so comfortable with. Even though I am comfortable with the Passion Planner, it's just, they're very different. They're totally different planners, and it's definitely going to make my brain work in a way it hasn't had to work in a little while. So let me know in the comments if next week you would like to see me use my Amplify Planner, use a Passion Planner like the weekly, the OG original layout, or the Passion Planner daily. And I will, you know, depending on what you guys say, switch it up and use a different planner for the week just to, you know, keep things interesting. Or if there's anything else you'd like to see, please let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It really does help my channel grow. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!